Today we're going to review Limestone Farms private stock. If you want to see what it's all about, stick around. All right, welcome back to Brutally Honest Bourbon. Today I'm excited to review Limestone Farms private stock. This is a bottle that was shared with me when I went to the bottle share that Brad Hughes had, Brad's Bourbon Reviews, when we went to the Conviction barrel pick with him at Southern Grace Distillery. And we had several big names lined out there that night. I've seen this brand, never had it, didn't know what to think about it. And one of our friends brought it, and I tried it and was wowed. So I immediately reached out to Tom Morrow and asked him, what do I need to do to get some samples of Limestone Farm stuff? Because I really want to check it out and see what it's all about. So I talked with him a little bit last night, and what they're doing is sourcing and blending whiskey. You can go there and blend your own and make that your barrel pick. And I'm looking forward to doing that with Harry at Rome. So we'll be in conversations with them soon. But yesterday I was kind of going through the different offerings that they have. So we've got some of the bloodlines. Light's washing that out on you. So some of the bloodline stuff. And we have some of their small batch. This is one of their small batch offerings that I tried yesterday. And, if I'm being honest, they're good, but they weren't for me. I found the bloodline to be really bitter on the backside. I found the small batch to be kind of earthy. But this private stock, I was like, Tom, what in the world's going on here, dude? This is a totally different profile. It's freaking fantastic, and it's right up my alley. So I posted it on the group page and had one of the group members was like, notes? I was like, man, this was the same day I went to Detling and did the pick with Prime Barrel. My palate was blown. I wasn't about to try to give notes. But I thought, what the heck, we'll video it today and let you guys know what I think. Some water left in that glass. But so this is my girl Tiffany, Bourbon at Tiffany's Glen. Really like the way she puts her logos on her glasses. You can see that. She has been a huge help to me, man. I mean, just supporting me nonstop, turning me on to new names, new people. And last week she took me to Highwire Distillery, took me to Hollow Creek where she works. She used to work at Highwire as well. We tried the Jimmy Red Corn. They got double oak coming out that pretty freaking fantastic, if I have to say. But she's the reason that I meet people like the guys at Highwire, the guys at Hollow Creek. She's the reason that I get to meet people like Tom. She just helps out a ton with that stuff. So you guys give her a check out on Instagram, and I'm constantly on her to post more content because she's a wealth of knowledge. But all right, so let's get back to Limestone Farms. So they've moved their name over to LF Heritage. So they are now LF Heritage Distilling Company, formerly known as Limestone Farms. They're in Kentucky, and they changed their branding up a little bit last year at Kentucky Bourbon Fest. Tom was nice enough to send these to me. And I didn't know what to think other than I remembered liking this one. But this was in a night after a barrel pick, palates blown. Man, we were drinking so many different bottles at that share. I just remembered, relatively speaking, I liked it. So he sent it to me, and as you can tell, I've been going through that bottle pretty heavily and trying to space it out because I'm going to have to run out and buy a bottle now. But it's my jam, so I can go ahead and tell you that. But we'll walk through it. I'll try to give you some notes best I can, but you can already see, look at the depth and the darkness on that thing. That is right up my alley. And there again, I know the visual doesn't tell us everything, but it does tell part of the story, right? It can. So, see what it's like on the nose. Very deep, dark, complex. Like Luxardo cherries. Wet English tobacco. There's like a doughy type component to it. It's like a crust of some sort. Amazing. Like, it's a really good nose on that bottle. So on the nose, overall, it's my jam. Visually, it's my jam. All right, let's see what it's like on the palate. Wow. Complexity for days, guys. The proof point hits just right. Absolutely. And I told Tom, if Harry and I do a pick with you, it's got to be on this level. Now, I will say, on the very, very back side of this thing, last finish, the very tip of the back of your palate, it's lightly bitter. But that flavor is still lingering in the middle of my tongue. Absolutely, guys. I'm nobody. But for me, relative to what I've seen out there, flavor profile wise, absolutely, it is. Now, with that said, I would never lead you to go buy a whiskey without having tried it first. You could reach out to Tom Morrow on Instagram. I'm sure he can pair you up with somebody to get you a taste. You can go by their distillery, which is just the blending place that they have right now. But you could go by there and try it. I don't know if any stores would ever have this open, but if you got a buddy that's got one, or if you want to go in with a few buddies and split it up and just sample it out and try it, those are the ways that I think that we should try the higher price bottles. And then if you like it, then you make the judgment. Is it worth it to me? Then yes, I go get it. And if no, I don't, right? I will tell you this. It's got super rich, concentrated flavor. So what is that flavor? I'm not the best at that, but it's most certainly tobacco, some orange, like that Luxardo dark syrupy cherry. Now the mouthfeel on this thing is not exactly where I like a mouthfeel of whiskey to be. It lacks mouthfeel just a little bit. It's a little bit thinner, but it's not thin. It's not as thick as I like it. The nose is pleasant, like just phenomenal. And then the palate matches. And I don't find that these days, like very often. A lot of times you're going to find a bottle that has a really good nose and the palate lacks, or vice versa, right? The one thing I will say about this one, thinking about the finish, which I would say starts now. It's a pretty good finish. It's pretty good. It could be better. Could be better. And I don't know where the bitter component comes from, but it's there. It's not bad. It's kind of covering the sides of my tongue, the back of my tongue now. The middle is still getting the flavor. But all in all, let's rank it real quick. Let's see where we think it falls. I'm kind of sad to... I'm not going to go through my last. I'm going to keep me a touch for later. Because I really do like it. So, on the nose, let's see what we rank it. Relative to the Monster Heaven Hill 17, the Georgetown Stag 24 and 23, those being 5s for me, this thing's going to be, it's going to be a 4.3 on the nose, 4.25, 4.3. I mean, it has a great nose on it. Very pleasurable. Like, I like it. It excites me. And on the palate, I'm going to go about the same. It's going to be a 4.3, 4.4. And on the finish, I'm going to do a 2-part on the finish. Does it have finish? Meaning, does it have flavor that carries through? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Does it carry long enough, far enough for me? It's toeing the line. I'd like a little bit longer finish out of it, a little bit deeper finish, but I'm splitting hairs. The downside on the finish for me is going to be the bitteriness, because it's not a bitteriness that I like. I don't totally mind it. It's okay. It's acceptable. I would 100% own this bottle and drink it, but with knowing that. So I can't give the finish a 4 because the bitteriness kind of knocks it down for me just a fuzz. I'd give it a 3.8, 3.9 on finish. So overall, I mean, you're probably looking at a 4.25 bottle. And, you know, once you get into the 4s, you start talking, would you own it, Brandon? Would you go buy that bottle? Yeah, I would. I would not run and buy a backup of it. I'd keep one on the bar and I'd have a sip of it from time to time because I really enjoy the flavor of this whiskey. It's really good. I just wish it didn't have that bittery finish. And I'm telling y'all, it's the very finish of the finish. It's not, because I still have flavor on my tongue. And it's like it goes down the middle of your palate with flavor, but the sides and the back of your tongue just kind of start to get a little bitter. I don't know how else to explain that, guys. But overall, that's where I'd put it. So LF Heritage Company doing a great job on blending your private stock. Hope to get a bottle of that soon, and hope to do a blend with Harry. And hopefully we can figure out something together, Tom, that will knock that little bitterness off. If we knock that bitterness off, this thing is a solid 4.4 bottle all day long. Given that Heaven Hill 17, GTS 24, 23, the old Zach Buff Turkey that I had, those are all 5s. Like, they're up there. William Louis Weller 5, it's up there. That's a 24. We knock that bitterness off yours, we're getting you to a 4.4 for sure. Like that's a good bottle. But it has a, when I say unique flavor, I don't mean strange unique. It has a unique flavor that's good, and I like it. So, guys, I appreciate it. I hope that you guys continue to share this content. I need your help sharing this with as many people as you can possibly share it with. Our views are not where I need them to be. If the content's lacking, please let me know. You guys are watching it. You tell me, like, you know, Brandon, I watch your stuff, but I see this or that. I watch so-and-so stuff. They're getting all these views, and they're doing it that way. I don't have as much time to watch because I'm constantly recording, editing, traveling. I don't have the time. So I would lean on you guys to help me, to help you. I'm not drunk. I would lean on you guys to help me, to help you, to provide better content so that we can get more views and establish ourselves with YouTube. So I feel like we've got pretty decent amount of viewers. We're just lacking on the views. So please share this with your friends. Please ask them to share it with theirs, and so on and so forth. And then if there's something that I'm not doing or something I'm doing that would keep you from sharing that with others, let me know that, and I can change those things up. If you hadn't looked over the patrons, I encourage you to look over there. And until the next time, y'all let the whiskey and friendships flow. Cheers.